Yeah, he's gone.
Is he gone?
Yeah.
Are you for real?
You sure that you support this club? Because I know more about Chelsea than you.
Yeah, but they're loaning
No
him.
man, it's loaning things happen all the time with Chelsea. I can't keep track. You must have like 63 players, I don't know.
That's 64. If Pep Guardiola looks up to this guy, it tells you enough about him. Pep calls him the genius. Current Premier League champion, the best team in the world, Liverpool. Finish. Let's play a game. We've got 20 teams in this league. We need to predict what the end of the league is going to look like, the final table. So I'm going to put it to you, and I'm going to say who for you finishes, and we discussed this, who for you finishes 20th?
20th?
Who finishes last?
West Brom.
There's West Brom, there's Fulham, there's Leeds, there's Aston Villa.
Oh, sorry.
Do we need to agree?
Fulham, West Brom, and Aston Villa for me.
We need to agree on 20th spot.
Fulham.
Yeah, they probably look the worst there.
Only because Arsenal beat them 3-0.
Okay, you already outvoted me. I would have gone for West Ham.
I think West Ham's gonna pull a.
But I will.
I won't say.
I'll go Fulham. I've been outvoted. Fulham. So 19th.
You see?
Fulham.
Yeah.
Fulham.
Yeah. You're right.
Fulham because
After they spent 28 million that striker that scored against United last night in the pre-season game.
I'll say why.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about the striker. Before I say. But I think
Watkins, that's his name.
But I think that because they're so poor at the back, they conceded a lot of goals last
So
season.
they are buying.
And they're already investing in there.
They're buying Arsenal's second keeper Martinez.
It's not
It's going to
bad.
be
That's
20
a good
million.
sign,
They've got Tyrone Mings. They've still got Grealish, which I don't think is leaving. I don't think is leaving. And they bought this guy for 28 million, rising to 33. I wouldn't put them 19th. So hear me out. I say West Ham because they haven't made any signings. The team are fighting amongst each other. The captain, Mark Noble, has publicly called out the club for not making signings, for selling good players, because they sold the player to West Brom.
Who?
Let me find his name. It's not a player we know.
So then why is it
That's
a
a
good player?
highly
It's a highly
youngster.
rated player, yeah. So and Noble was very upset about the fact that they let him go. So there's infighting, there's all these things. They had to bring Moyes back in order to get them safe last season. I think they're going to be relegated.
19th of
And they did a poll about how positive are you as fans for your team for the upcoming season. Everybody was averaging around 80%, 70%. I think the most positive people were 98%, which was Southampton. West Ham were on 7 point something percent. So something is happening at that
And
time.
can I tell you something? For Mark Noble to be your best player, that should tell you how bad your club is. I'm just thinking about now, and I didn't have them originally in my bottom three.
Well,
but they are
They've got Antonio.
They got Antonio and they've got Declan Rice.
And they bought Suchek now. That guy that was.
He's good.
He's good.
Midfielder.
Good, very good midfielder.
From
But
where?
Czech
he's a Czech
Republic.
player, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. But I feel like it's the
In the name.
fighting stuff. So that I'm putting it forward. I'm not saying
Of
that.
course. Czech.
Czech.
Oh.
Czech Republic.
I'm not saying this is they're finishing 19th. I'm saying this is what I think will finish 19th. But it's up to us.
You won me over. I think they will. I still think they got the best bargain.
I think it'll be more 18th. I know they're not, but I think they normally 19th goes down
Yes.
easier than 18th normally fight on the last day.
It's not difficult for them. Chelsea wants Declan Rice. They want a lot of money. Tell Chelsea, okay, you know what? Give us Ethan Ampadu.
Who's already gone on loan to Sheffield
Yeah, he's
United.
gone.
Is he gone?
Yeah.
Are you for real?
You sure that you support this club? Because I know more about Chelsea than you.
Yeah, but they're loaning
No,
him,
man, it's loaning things happen all the time in Chelsea. I can't keep track. We must have like 63 players out on the road.
64.
They should be going for people like Ross Barkley.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Who else do you have?
No, they could have had Batshuayi, they could have had Ross Barkley. Who else is in the midfield?
Well, you can't have Batshuayi because you've got Antonio and you've got Sebastian Haller that you paid 40 million for. Remember, they bought that guy from where?
I don't know.
Who?
Sebastian Haller.
But I mean,
Shakhtar.
he's not a hell of a player.
No, I think he played in Germany.
He played in Germany, yeah.
Yeah. But
Shakhtar
anyway,
good.
it doesn't matter who they bought, it's not working. They also bought, what's the boy's name? The Brazilian boy?
Felipe.
Anderson.
And
He's supposed to be.
he's such a good player.
Yes.
But I don't know what's happening.
So what happened to him? He was very highly rated. So they need to fix whatever's going wrong there.
Okay.
So
West
it's
Ham, 19. Okay. 18. You have.
We went Fulham,
You have.
West
You
Ham.
have. You have.
Villa.
You have Villa. You have Leeds. You have West Brom. You have
West Ham.
Brighton.
Look at
West Ham,
I said
Brighton,
the
Brighton
three.
made good signings.
I said the three.
Lallana.
No.
Lallana, and they got the boy of Chelsea, Lamptey.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't want him to go.
Lallana, as good as he was, he's not going to save them from relegation. Someone who adds in defense is going to save them. From
Yeah, well, there, I'm going to Taffy.
And Dump. Right?
And
Yeah.
yeah.
That
So,
Chelsea
I mean,
wanted.
so yeah, so they keeping what works for them and
And
they
then-
added something else.
And they have a manager now in the second season with the team. So I think they'll be safe.
I'm putting West Brom just because I don't know enough about them. Like I haven't been watching significant amount of games in order to make a decision on if they are going to be like.
The
For me,
pundits
I think that-
are excited by them.
Well, they finished,
Yeah,
they
they-
start pundit because they finished second.
but they've been managed by Slaven Bilic, I think.
Yes.
Who West Ham before?
But he's got experience.
Teams up.
No,
yes.
but he also had one or two good seasons with him.
West Ham had a good season?
Like
Well,
a
yeah,
good
they-
season
they-
to them that they weren't relegated.
Oh, okay. They've
So,
been flirting
I'm
with
putting West
relegation.
Brom at 18 if you're happy.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't think. I don't know anything
I think we
about
might
it.
be premature, but let's 18.
When I was picking my fantasy team,
Do we think
I
that
didn't know who to pick in West Brom's team. I was looking at the players.
I did. And the guy who created more chances than a lot. Well, I
Yes,
think he created the
yes.
most chances last year.
season?
I could you mean. But it's fine. 17.
Look at Southampton.
No! God, please, no! No!
Whoa!
Only because
Whoa!
if Danny Ings don't score goals for them,
They've
they're
got
in
straight
trouble.
goals. Almost scored yesterday.
Almost like a lot of team players almost score, but they don't help them win.
So hold on then. So then.
But they're such a good manager. The chances are they'll be fine.
So this is my logic thing coming in, right? If you putting Southampton at 17, just surviving, and earlier you wanted Villa at 19.
Yeah, okay, Villa then Southampton.
Villa?
Villa?
Because
Villa
of
don't
what
have
we-
what it takes.
Because of what we spoke about earlier.
Yeah.
They're spending a lot of money.
But they also spent a lot of money last season.
I guess everyone is doing this, but we need to give it at least 5-6 games
To see.
to really see
Yeah, yeah.
what these
You could-
players are about.
We
But
know
this is
typically,
the fun part of
The
this.
but yeah,
Trying to figure it out.
but we know typically after the first 10 games you're going to know what the league is going to look like.
Yeah.
Not before then.
Okay.
Villa, no? What was that?
Villa.
We put Villa down. So then after Villa, I don't agree with Southampton.
Because of the
No, I think Southampton's got a very good coach. He's look at the brand of football he brought to Southampton.
I would put
don't you think they're too reliant on Ings?
yes, but he is good. I would put Brighton, Burnley,
Not Burnley.
Crystal Palace
Mm.
above Southampton. Just because,
Yeah, but why? No, I'm joking.
well, not above, but below
Below.
Southampton. Below Southampton.
Below.
You know what's
Burnley.
funny?
Yeah.
I
Because
don't like him.
what's the
Sean
order?
Dyche, whatever. He,
John Dyche.
yeah, like I feel like this is his last season. Because what more can he do at that club? It seems like he's like the David Moyes of Burnley. He's just there. He's not being relegated. He's doing okay. It's just like
It's actually doing more than okay.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
because what
he's
is
doing-
what? Yeah.
yeah.
But if he's happy
But
being
if
a
he's
Premier
not-
League manager,
But he's not
then
getting
he'll stay.
he's not getting money to spend on his team. So when does his ambitions change? You know?
When does he think I can kick on here?
Yeah, because he's supposed to be the ginger Mourinho. This is the whole thing. But anyway, I'll
Yeah, no, Southampton, they're too good.
Look
So-
at what's the boy's name that went to Spurs now? From Southampton.
from
He
Southampton.
wasn't.
Now they
he
might
wasn't
be
playing-
on the-
Hoiberg.
Oh yes. So he was in his last, and this is why I love the Southampton manager. He was in the last year of his contract. He wanted to move. Not the last year, but he didn't want to. He wanted
Yeah,
to move. They
really.
didn't grant him the move. They told him, "You're going to throw it to us. You're not going to play," and they didn't play, even though he was one of the better players.
He was a captain.
Yeah. So it's I like this guy, the manager.
Ralph
He's-
Hasenhüttl.
Yeah,
Ah, he's
and
good.
he was Leipzig coach, eh? Or who did he coach? It was a footballing team. I still remember thinking, yo, why
And
did he
even
coach
though they
Leipzig?
lost 9-0 and Lisbon turned it around. Remember? Leicester destroyed them in the beginning of the last season. So Leicester, Vardy scored a hat-trick, Perez scored a hat-trick. Everyone thought this guy was going to be fired and he turned it around to finish well. But I still don't put them at 16th.
Yeah, no, that was premature.
I would go...
Are we predicting the whole league here? Are we
Yes.
going to bring the top and the bottom?
No.
No, this is too much thinking for me. My
Yeah.
brains they get so yeah.
I would go Crystal Palace.
I'd actually go Burnley then first.
I think Burnley ahead.
So Crystal Palace.
If Crystal Palace,
Why don't we start with
Keep
the top and
Zaha.
work our way down instead of in
Crystal
reverse?
Palace, if they had Zaha scored, if he keeps on scoring, then they'll be fine. And they'll be more than the 16th because the manager has done it all before. As old as he is,
it's not his first
he
round
knows
ever.
how to keep a team at mid-table.
So then Brighton.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
because of their resources.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. 15th.
Who have we got? Who have we got so far?
So we've got Fulham lost, West Ham, West Brom, Villa, Brighton. So now we're leaning into the Palace, the Burnley, the Newcastle.
No, Newcastle's going to do better. Burnley.
No, not Burnley.
So you're saying Palace before Burnley?
Palace before Burnley.
I would go Palace.
Because Daesh, I don't know how he does it, but he makes Wood and what's the other striker? He makes them look like incredible players, and they're so direct and they bully teams, and they just
Where did they
just
finish
always
last
score.
season?
11 to 12.
Yeah.
But at
He
least
can't keep on doing it, man. He can't.
they say it every season, but he does it every season. Remember he took them to the Europa League already, no?
Yeah.
They finished 10th last season.
10th.
10th. And you expect him to go down to what?
Crystal Palace then. Crystal Palace. No, Southampton. No, Crystal Palace first.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah,
Okay.
stuff.
These
We haven't really seen them play.
Yeah.
14th.
Now we got Newcastle, Burnley, Southampton.
Southampton.
Yeah.
Because they lost one of their best players.
Yeah.
I'm not so, even though I have Ings in my fantasy team, but should he not score as many as he scored last season, they will struggle.
Yeah, where else do you see the goals coming from?
So Southampton finished 11th. Burnley finished 10th. So you're saying Southampton. I would put, and it's weird that
We haven't even spoken about Leeds.
exactly what I was going to say.
Oh,
If
shit,
you
I
look
forgot
at them
about
last night, no, against Liverpool, they could finish 9th or 8th.
No, but they all sometimes teams start like this and then they
Norwich did it exactly the
yeah,
same
they
way.
did the same way. Puku was in all
No,
of fantasy teams.
but they didn't have
Bielsa.
Bielsa.
Yeah, they didn't have an
And
experience coach.
the way they were playing, the two centre backs aren't them starting centre backs.
Yeah, apparently they were.
They've never played together
Like the
before.
one guy just got into the country 3 days ago and all this other stuff.
So, and he's the one that was at Koch. I don't know what, I don't remember his name. The German. he probably will be good, but he just got there. He playing with another centre back for the first time against the best team in the league. Just 4-3 is not so bad.
Okay.
And it's 2 penalties.
Southampton.
So we're saying that Leeds is going to finish above Southampton.
Yes, Leeds is going to finish above a lot of teams.
Do you want to make a bet with me?
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to fall off.
I'm saying we'll get there, and I'll say Leeds 9th or 8th.
Sure.
Wow. Okay,
Maybe.
okay. So Southampton? No, I don't want to really take your money, Raja, please.
Come.
How much? How much?
Nah,
$100.
No, we'd rather bet on Chelsea and United. I don't bet on other people's teams.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Southampton.
Maybe I'm just excited by Leeds.
And you're remembering the old days of Leeds.
Yeah, and
They were a big team, eh?
and they took so long to get here now.
Yeah.
So they're all playing for that badge. They all want to do well. So it will be tough, but I think they'll get.
So you're saying Leeds above Newcastle?
Yeah, it's actually tough against Leeds, Wolves, Sheffield. It's all in the same. Everton is all in the same WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
So, but it could anything can happen. 1, 2, 3, few points apart that they
Okay.
could.
13. Newcastle?
Also, yeah, probably.
Wilson looked decent last time.
My only thing is that this is the first time Newcastle have spent money. Like
Really?
proper,
In a long
proper.
time, yeah.
Like they bought Jolinton for like 40 mil, but he was useless. It was so stupid. They've spent money wisely. They bought Wilson and Fraser.
Yeah, and there's already a dynamic league. They know each other.
Very
Yeah.
I would put them at 13. I just have a funny feeling Sheffield United are going to fall off compared to what they did last year. Like second season syndrome is going to be a thing.
But who have they lost?
Dean Henderson.
Yeah, but they brought in Pilsen.
He's not bad.
Yeah.
No,
Please don't do this. Don't need
What's
Not
his
on
name?
camera.
Shit, yeah, man, you know what's his name?
Bournemouth.
Ramsdale.
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 Yeah. I just know from the fantasy, Henderson, Pope, and Ramsdale were the ones that got a lot of points.
Newcastle 13. Okay. 12. Now we're getting interesting.
Into the money.
Because now you've got Leeds, you've got Sheffield, you've got Everton, Wolves.
Nah.
Arsenal.
Leeds.
Arsenal.
Leeds.
Gerrard
And for them to finish 11th is a achievement for them, man.
yeah, either way it's a win for them.
Yeah.
But I think Sheffield. I think teams might have worked them out.
I agree with him.
The way their manager works, the way they overlapping centre backs, and they fell off the last 5-6 games of the season. Henderson not being any keeper anymore.
I agree with him because, like I said, like he said, now people figure them out. But I do think Leeds, their biggest strength is their coach. If Pep Guardiola looks up to this guy, it tells you enough about him. Pep calls him the genius.
Have you watched him? Did you watch him last night? Stress on the sideline. He didn't look like a manager would look and they'll shout out instructions, but he just looked stressed. Even when they're scoring,
You'll see him kneeling, not kneeling, but kneeling down, sitting, just watching.
So he's thinking.
He's one of the greatest tacticians ever in terms of management. If you watch videos or if you read about how Pep speaks about this guy, you understand why I think Leeds will do better than.
or it might all fail.
It could also fail.
But-
It could be that the brand of football that he plays, this is the same guy that coached Athletic Bilbao against United in the Europa League,
When we lost.
where we got destroyed. I've never seen a team play that well against us other than Barcelona when they kept the ball. And this is why Pep looks up to him. This is why I'm saying they probably will do very well, but if they struggle, they could be destroyed because of how they play, because of how easily they can concede goals. If people can figure them out,
And I think that's kind of the advantage now. People don't know what's happening with him.
Yeah. I'll put Leeds at 11.
Okay.
Because we've got Sheffield at 12. So now we are up to 10. We have Everton, Wolves, Leicester, Arsenal.
I think it's impossible.
Yo, that's yeah, it gets tough, eh? Because Everton, Wolves,
I think it's gonna be
Leicester, and Arsenal are put together.
Is Tottenham?
So what's tough? It's
It
basically
gets tough. I think it's between Everton and Wolves. Wolves, everybody's gonna know now.
Wolves will have less games to play this season because they're not in Europa because they lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not in Europa. So I think, and they bought that youngster, that striker.
Who did Leicester bring?
Like,
They bought a defender, I think.
I think it might be Leicester.
Shoo!
Everton
the
is,
way they fell off last season.
yeah, and look here, Everton got Ancelotti and he brought in new players. Wolves is Wolves.
Consistent.
They the model of consistency. So if you take that three and look and see who do you think is going to be doing worse?
And they're gonna need body goals. Leicester.
There's James Maddison injuries. Okay. I don't.
Okay, it's Wolves, Everton, or Leicester. One of that three is going to be 10th.
I would put Wolves there.
Okay. I don't disagree with you completely.
I put Everton above them.
I think it's all tight in any case. It will be like a 3-point swing.
I only put Everton above them because of the manager and because of James Rodriguez.
But how much the league is for the last 2 seasons
It's been rubbish.
has been a rubbish year.
But he hasn't been played and he hasn't been playing under Ancelotti the last season. His greatest
How old is he now?
manager, I think he's 30. His greatest manager,
Okay, so there's still
He's-
legs in there.
Ancelotti, the way he used him.
They didn't buy a centre forward.
They got Calvert-Lewin,
And they've got Moise Keane,
Exactly, they need a
they've got
centre forward.
Richarlison.
Richarlison, and he challenged Richarlison to score more goals this season.
So Richarlison can play there.
So I'll put Wolves at 10.
And Calvert-Lewin is effective, he scores.
But then do we put Everton at 9 or Leicester at 9?
Everton.
Are these teams, are Arsenal all better than these teams? Probably yes.
I think yes.
Probably yes.
Just because of how well they played the last few games, the Community Shield, like the team are starting to get what Arteta is doing. Or trying.
I just thought Liverpool were poor against in the Community Shield. They should have beat them.
No,
There
they
were
won the
so many
title.
chances.
So they won the title, which means it doesn't matter what happens now. Like, you know, the Liverpool fans will always only talk about the title, so it doesn't.
And there's a feel good factor around Arsenal.
So those
first time in a
teams-
long time.
So these 10th, 9th, 8th, Arsenal's all better than them.
Yeah.
I'm putting Everton at 9th. Are you happy?
Yes.
Does that mean then Leicester
At 8.
at 8?
Yes.
I think swap them around.
You can't go either way.
But we need to make a decision. Can't
So who's currently at 8?
Leicester.
Yeah, keep him Leicester. 8.
Only because they have Brendan Rodgers and they've got Vardy, they've got Soyuncu,
So you're
they've
saying
got
there's
James
gonna,
Maddison.
so you're saying there's going to be no surprise team this season in the top 5?
No. No. I'm saying no. Going to be no
There's
surprise.
no, so like last season, Sheffield, they were all almost 4th at the time. So you think
But look how the table ended. It looked, but besides Leicester was the only surprise. Everybody else was expected to be there.
So then 7th.
Spurs.
You put Arsenal above Spurs.
Yeah.
You put Arsenal above Mourinho.
But then
Yep.
who's 7th? Spurs. No, man, I'm missing a team then. Then who's 6th?
Arsenal.
5th?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive.
Are we missing a team?
We are missing a team.
We're missing a team.
Let's say Liverpool, City, Chelsea, United, Arsenal,
Spurs.
Spurs. Hold on.
VLOOKUP.
Not that one.
you have Brighton in there?
Got Brighton.
Burnley, Wolves. Just go back to your thing again.
West Brom, Brighton, Palace, Southampton, Newcastle. Burnley.
Burnley, and saying someone missing there.
Burnley is missing.
So Burnley must go.
Burnley was at 13.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Anytime.
I was looking at it a little bit, hoping it out. I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna let it
Because
go.
then Burnley must be that surprise team.
Oh.
Okay.
And now it seems about right to me. Arsenal at 6.
I think Arsenal. If Harry Kane scores goals, and they might finish above Arsenal. But Mourinho, I think, is past it, so I think.
I look at that Spurs team and they're not really exciting to me. Besides Son and Kane, I don't fear any of their players.
Hold on.
Look at Bergwijn, it's not
So
bad.
so we're putting Arsenal below Spurs.
No, I think Spurs 6 and then Arsenal 5th. Because Arteta's now another full season with his team.
But my argument then is that Mourinho is now in his second season.
That's right.
He always win something.
And he can probably win an FA Cup or something.
Okay, then call
The
him
team always plays well. in
Yeah,
his
but-
second season.
Mourinho has never managed Spurs before.
That's right. Eh?
That's true.
I mean, look
Okay.
at the caliber of players bringing in now and celebrating Hoiberg. And,
Like Mourinho's had Porto back then, a brilliant Porto when he won, and every other team were
he's
all
been
big
able to
teams.
invest, yeah.
Big
Yeah.
teams spend money, big money.
Whatever you want,
And
So-
even at United, he got what he wanted most times.
most times, yeah.
And he won. Chelsea, he got. He's never.
Inter Milan he got, Real Madrid he got.
So. And the way he manages now is.
This is
a bit
actually
faster.
this is his first real challenge as a manager. If you think about it.
No money.
Yeah.
Like an average club. No
Mm.
offense to the Spurs fan, but like it's a step down from what Mourinho is used to. And it gives him a chance to prove that he is a good manager.
Yeah.
But is that Mourinho's level now?
I would say so.
Yes, because
He's
he
no
was with
longer-
us and he failed with us. That he got what he could buy. He probably wanted more signing than we said no. But we weren't playing good football.
That probably did.
He did, yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember when who came off then?
So, Ole.
Ole, yeah, when Ole signed Maguire, he was through the roof. Because he said now, so when I told you the centre backs weren't good enough, you didn't give it to me. And then they said, yeah, but you also the one who bought those centre backs.
Yeah.
Which is really
What
was accountable, yeah.
So what are you complaining about? Okay, so Arsenal fourth.
That's not United.
Whoa.
I was saying earlier why I think United should win. So we said we struggled against the smaller teams. We've improved on that. On paper, we bought not only on paper. On the last 10 games with Bruno, we've shown more creativity. Last season also we beat the big teams.
So
we beat the big teams last year
Mhm.
because we have so much pace on the counter. We've improved on the creativity with buying.
I do not disagree with
So in theory, we should be.
I don't disagree with him.
We
but
should in theory be top 2.
do you want me to pick with my head
But I
or with
don't.
my heart here? Because my head says that it's going to be Chelsea in 4th. My heart says it should be Liverpool in 4th. Because I remember
Okay, I'm gonna
the
say.
second season's always the toughest. The
I'm
season
gonna
after
say
you win the
Playing
league.
the titles.
Yeah.
Look here, for us to win the title, no, we need to have a perfect season. As in, we need to have no injuries. We maybe 1 or 2 here and there, maybe. Like theirs with their keeper. Like we have a backup keeper is perfect.
Yeah.
Or a fullback here and there. But if we have our fit 11 playing all 38 games, we should win the league. But we just never been
You
able
might
to
go
do
from
that.
4th to winning the
No,
league.
but it's never gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
We're never gonna have that
I know
11 playing game in.
we're probably going to
week
agree
in,
on
week
this.
out.
It's going to be Chelsea. Too many players. Too many good players. Now just think about it. We are going to have fights. There's going to be power plays. There's going to be people that's not happy. The only way
but
to
if you
everyone
win it,
happy is
But you can't.
There we go.
Okay, you can't say it's not United, and you can't say it's gonna be Chelsea, because I think it's gonna be United.
No, but
Wow,
but you're a pessimist when it comes to United.
I am a pessimist, but I'm a pessimist versus realist. I'm a realist because the way we struggle when the pressure's on, that's our problem.
I guess it's
Okay.
When we used to win, we were expected to win. Now we expected to struggle, and we struggle.
So-
because it's the United way, we make life difficult for ourselves all the time.
with your team as it stands now, without Sancho, I'm willing to go for fourth for United. Because I don't think we can keep the same team.
Are you telling me Sancho is a jump from 4th to 2nd?
No, but he's gonna lift the players around him like Bruno did. You need to bring in a big player. Like I feel like if Liverpool don't bring in Thiago Alcantara, that team is going to stagnate. Every season you need one or two people just to give everyone that lift, man.
Okay, Owen was saying last night, and no one really quotes. I haven't quoted Michael Owen, but he's happy with these teams staying the same.
Which
not
team?
adding Liverpool.
Oh, okay, I'm sure you know.
No, Michael Owen. He's happy with his 11 staying the same. I don't agree with it.
Did he say that?
He did also.
Yeah,
he
he
did
said
also
also.
win the Premier League with United. So like eh.
But they do need that. Yeah.
So
I think Liverpool
fourth.
4th.
Whoa.
So I think we
So
United
you
was-
say, so you
I
say
think-
Liverpool fourth, you say United fourth, and I say Chelsea fourth. So how does this work now?
Okay. So I am willing to change to Liverpool fourth.
So am I based on my heart. As I explained earlier, I would like Liverpool to be
So not on my heart, because if it was my heart, it would be relegated.
Oh, okay.
They're a good team, like their fans, they're idiots. But the fourth spot, logically, is United. They haven't spent like Chelsea, they don't play like Liverpool, and they don't have a coach like City. That's it. So we should finish fourth. But if you look at what we spoke about earlier, the retention of the title, that's the hardest part. Winning it once, only once, winning the Premier League once, it's good. Retaining it is when you know that you are the best. Last year, Liverpool won it. They were the best, but everybody else was really poor. Liverpool haven't spent money. They bought a new left back to battle Robertson. They don't have one to battle Trent Alexander-Arnold.
He was exposed last night.
He was exposed last night badly because we all know he's not a defender. He's supposed to be playing right wing or right mid. He's a Beckham. Like, when has he ever defended? You know, he's an attacking player. They haven't bought anybody significant. They might lose Wijnaldum. If they get Thiago, cool. But teams have now started to figure them out. Watford was the first where they destroyed them because they won the title then and then they lost 4-0 the next game. So like, do they still have that drive? Because that's what Fergie was great at, right? You win the title, now you go get another one. Prove you're the best. I don't know if this Liverpool team
And
want to
can
prove.
and
Care,
can
they care. Like, do they even care?
but can they also go a season with no injuries?
Like,
Like no, they only had the keeper out here
Yeah.
and there. Salah, Mane,
they never
Firmino.
injured.
They weren't injured now for 2-3 seasons. Now they're gonna go a 4th season now, playing week in week out Champions League football,
And you know-
Premier League football.
And I was gonna tell you now, if you don't get injured for a long while, when you do get injured, you get seriously injured. Look at Kante. He had a long run of games, and last season he was hitting niggle after niggle. So let's hope that happens to Liverpool.
and look at their bench now. Like no one can compete with that front three. There probably isn't many in the league in any case. So they have Minamino, Origi.
Shaqiri.
I don't even think Shaqiri was on the bench. I don't remember seeing him. But he isn't in the.
Oxlade-Chamberlain,
There's a youngster from them that came on.
Curtis Jones.
Yeah, but none of them are in the can compete with the.
I think they're going to be found wanting this season. The more I think about it, the more I think it's actually very plausible that they could finish fourth.
Are we doing this?
Yes, fourth.
Yeah.
Fourth for Liverpool.
If we can be wrong from 15, from 5th to 20th, we can be wrong.
If you're going to be wrong, be wrong.
Yeah. Then I'm doing it for us, United third.
I agree.
Yo! Don't do this, guys.
It's done.
You're putting pressure on now. Oh.
I agree.
Okay. Phew.
I don't think Ole has the experience enough to take us into a title challenge.
Yeah.
And we don't have the squad depth.
We don't have the squad depth. We don't have the experience of the manager. We do have the experience of the assistants. Mike Phelan, the guy that helped Fergie win all those titles. We have him who sits there with Ole. My only thing about United is not that how bad United are, it's that how good Chelsea are going to be.
When the players start to challenge.
Okay, so you're saying, are you putting Chelsea as one?
He's got us winning the league. Because I don't think City can win the league. I have to be honest with you.
Well, City can.
I think
If City keeps Laporte fit and Akai next to him.
or the rumor is they get Koulibaly.
Okay, now I was going to tell you now. That is for me what made me think City can't win the league. The fact that they went after Ake. Remember, Chelsea could have signed him.
Ake is Laporte's son.
Because they're both left footed.
They're both left footed.
Who's the next one? Otamendi.
Otamendi or Stones.
See, that line doesn't make me feel safe.
But that's what I'm saying. If Koulibaly comes, like they said, for 78 mil or whatever,
I don't think they'll.
Koulibaly and Laporte back two.
That's a title winning.
That is title winning with De Bruyne,
Yeah.
with Aguero now still coming back from injury. They've got Ferran Torres, who is a very good player. He's not Leroy Sané. But I think City will win the league only because of how humiliated Pep was last season.
Do you think so?
I think for that man, as brilliant as he is, to be beaten by that gap in points changes things. You will not let that happen again.
And
That's just how I think.
Can I tell you something about City that I think a lot of people also overlook? Is how effective Raheem Sterling is.
Brilliant.
You know, like, and I don't know why they don't rate him as much, but I think he's one of the best in the world at the moment.
I think because he misses a lot of chances.
Yeah.
As much as he scores,
If he had taken those chances, imagine.
he probably have 50 goals, but that's how much they create.
Yeah, to remind you, what's the boy's name is United? Andy Cole. He's missed a lot, but he scored a lot.
Yeah.
Are we putting Chelsea at second?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's too soon.
But is Chelsea going to compete? I actually think,
I think it's going to be very close.
I think the top 4, whoever it might be in it, it's going to be very close. I think it's going to be more of a run than. I think the 4th place is going to be closer to 1st than what they might be to 5th and 6th and 7th.
That's what I'm hoping
That
for.
would be an
That's what
amazing
I'm-
season.
That's what I'm hoping for. What I told you before when I said Arsenal's going to be a force, I mean it's going to be that close, the gap now. I want it to be exciting till the end of the season.
Okay. United third, Chelsea second, City to win the league.
If they sign another
Good
centre back.
Yeah, but all of these teams that we're mentioning has still opportunities to improve and
Yeah, so
there's no
we're going current team.
we're just going
Current
on,
team, I don't think City can win the league.
we're just going on gut feeling.
I think I wouldn't go with City.
But then who's going to
I
be
think I'd
first?
rather go with Chelsea. In my heart, it's impossible because we don't have team chemistry here. But I don't see City. City's got a soft underbelly. They're going to be exposed.
City, then Chelsea.
But that's what you guys wanted anyway because you expected us to win the league.
Not only us. The viewers also.
What is our final answer?
You guys must have.
I still go for City to win the league.
I go first.
Only because
Okay. Okay.
because
Well, here's the thing. You saying, okay. The choice is City or Chelsea. So you
I
decide.
go with Chelsea then.
Whoa! Chelsea.
Yeah, but
win the league.
that's mine. You guys said we signed together, it's a vote. So I didn't say Chelsea will win the league, but if you give me that option between City or Chelsea to win the league, I'll rather take Chelsea. Because I don't see City's team. I can see them conceding goals.
But don't you think they'll just
Even the boy that they have now at left back, Mendy, she's a shell of his former self.
But don't you think they score so many goals that they create crazy amount of chances that they'll do what Liverpool did last season.
And that will get you so far, but it won't get you a league.
It got
Leagues
Liverpool
are
a league.
won. No, leagues are won on solid defenses.
Just check how many goals Liverpool conceded last season.
How many did they concede last season?
They conceded almost a lot.
Really?
Yeah. They outscored teams.
All I know is that Chelsea had the same defensive record as Norwich. Who was an alligator. You have to finish in the top.
Yeah,
four.
because Lampard only looks forward.
Best defensive record EPL last season.
It was Liverpool. I'm just waiting
Oh.
for the numbers.
Oh!
Yeah, but that could be goal difference.
Then it wouldn't be called a defensive record. Almost had me there for a second.
No, but I do think the previous season they had a lot of 1-0s and they came second by like a point.
Liverpool conceded 33.
Mhm.
City 35. United 36. Chelsea 54.
Yeah, look at the jump, but you see, they're not as bad
But
as you think.
33 is still a lot.
Can I tell you
They
something?
probably scored 60, 70, 80.
You know what the record is, eh? In the 2004-2005 season, the record is held by Chelsea. 15 goals conceded for the whole season.
Yeah, but that's Mourinho, he never went forward, he just
Ridiculous. 15 for the whole season.
Makalele.
It was actually, yeah. We had Makalele, Carvalho and John Terry. Gangsters.
So, Premier League stats put City with the most clean sheets last season. With their
Wow.
broken defense.
Well, they broken defense.
Because when they conceded, they probably conceded 2-3 goals at the time. So the games that they conceded, there wasn't 1-0.
Also, it was an anomaly, man. Like they lost to Wolves, like what, 3-2. They lost to Norwich, 3-2. Like,
They lost to us also, something like that.
yeah. So my thing is, they lost both games to us. Did double. I would put City at winning this league because Pep will not let it stand that they got humiliated like that last season.
And
But can I tell you guys
35
something?
goals conceded.
Can I tell you something about Pep? Eh? Pep.
Because you know him.
No. Pep is known as the 3-season man. Eh?
Hmm?
He went
No,
to.
Isn't
You know-
Mourinho known as the 3-season man?
He also, but not as good as Pep. But Pep won with Barcelona and then left. Won with Bayern Munich and then
The
left.
treble and then.
Yes.
No, he didn't win the treble. No,
No, but
He almost won.
yeah, with Barca he won, with Bayern he won. Went to City. Everybody expected him to leave after his third season, but he stayed. And guess what? They didn't win the league. So he might have something to prove to show people I'm not this 3-season man that everyone
I don't
thinks
think he
I
signed
am.
a new deal yet. So
You can say they conceded 35 goals last season
With a broken defense.
with a broken defense. If
and
they're
they got
gonna
clean sheets.
concede under 30, chances are they'll win the league.
Also, I like the new boy. Eh? I know David Silva's gone and they think it's going to be a loss, but from what I saw of Foden, he looks like he could step up.
Like the goodness.
Mm.
You meant Greenwood.
So to end off, what we've said is relegation: Fulham, West Ham, West Brom. Europa is Leicester, Spurs, and Arsenal. City to win the title, Chelsea to finish second, United to finish third,
That will be a good season for us. I'm happy with that. Eh?
And the current Premier League champions,
I think that
the best team in the world, Liverpool, to finish fourth.
I'll be happy with that. I'll take that any day of the week. That's fantastic. I like that lineup. Chelsea's done better than last season. City, Pep's proven he's not the 3-season man. Liverpool is back to where they belong.
Supposed to be eighth. Okay. This is going to be
is fourth place going to be closer to fifth
or first.
or first?
I think it's going to be close this season. I really do. I think we're all going to take points off each other.
I'm just saying, if we improve on last season, we win the league. Not gonna happen.
Points standing to win the league?
82.
I was also going to go in the 80s.
89.
I'll
think
take it.
it's
I'll
a
say
lot.
85.
It's a lot.
85.
I think the way the teams have,
Oh, you mean the way they're all taking points off improved?
yeah, the mid-table has now improved. Even the relegation has improved, no? Like putting West Ham and West Brom, decent sides. So everyone else will be taking points. If last night, I'm sure Liverpool would have found another way to score. But if that new signing of Leeds don't put his foot out there for what reason, they don't win the penalty, and then it's 3-3.
I think it's actually going to be in the 70s.
70s.
Yeah, just on what you said now, I think no one's going to have a runaway season like Liverpool did.
There won't be
I
a
think we're all
10
going to
match,
take points
10
from each
match
other all
streak.
the time, yeah. Because I'm looking at even the likes of Everton and who did we put in that top 3? Wolves, and they're all capable of taking points off people. Early 80s, late 70s.
82.
It was a safe pick.
Would you like to end as well?
No, I'm done. My neck is paining.
You need to say bye to the people. You can't just. You start.
Okay, guys, stay tuned. Please like us on
On social media.
On YouTube,
Okay.
YouTube, subscribe.
Yeah, please comment and say what you want to hear us talk about next.
Even if you call us complete fools, it's also fine.
And still a comment.
There we go.
Our goal for this is to get 5 likes.
It's doubling our previous
Yeah.
2.5.
And we know this is what we all do anyway when we're buying or sitting at home having discussions with our friends, and we all think we're the experts. So please tell us what you want us to discuss next, and yeah, comment, hit like.